Happy Life Day, family. Happy LIFE Day. Happy Life Day. Every day that we are living is a day to be celebrated, family. It's so good to be speaking with you today. Happy Life Day. I am Almedia Lee Exum, and welcome to my channel. I wanted to just come in for a few minutes and give you all a little motivation to help kickstart your day. So I won't be too long today. Full transparency, I am commuting, but this message has been on my mind for a few days, and I'm like, just tell your audience, because someone needs to hear this. I always like to believe that there is a message that needs to be given every day, really. There's always motivation to be given. And the motivational message of today is the courage to keep going. Again, thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll dive into this message. I am commuting, I am driving, so I won't be super long, but this message stuck out to me, so I wanted to bring it to you. This whole message, this whole idea of the courage to keep going. So family, so often in life, we are presented with a lot of different options to just throw in the towel, to give up. Maybe you're having a stressful time on the job, or maybe, you have something you're really passionate about, but you're not seeing it come to fruition, or you just have the dream house you want, or perhaps you're just really bothered by how, I don't know, it is raising your children, or perhaps you're bothered with something going on in your personal health, or maybe you just feel like you're all over the place in life. Or maybe you turn on the news every day and it's sad story after sad story, and you just want to give in and throw in the towel. You just want to give up. You just want to close your door, what do you call it? Pull down the blinds, the curtains in your home or your apartment, and you just want to just be done. I want to encourage you to keep going, and I want to commend you for how far you have come thus far. Why? Because it takes courage to do what you're doing now, what you've been doing. It takes courage to keep going. You may be in a space in your life where you just feel like everything that could go wrong is going wrong or has gone wrong. Maybe you've experienced a lot of loss. It could be physical loss, spiritual loss. Maybe you feel like the God you worship, or the practices, the spiritual practices you practice, just aren't working for you. Or perhaps you just feel like, like I said, the job you're, you know, maybe you just feel like you don't have enough money and you're trying your best. I want to encourage you to keep going. I want to encourage you to have the courage to keep going, because really courage is what got you here thus far. So often we're so hard on ourselves. So often we are our worst critics. We feel like, what are we doing in life? You may be a mother or a father, or perhaps you're just, an auntie or uncle, or maybe you're a teenager in high school and you're listening to this message. And you feel like, okay, the summer is here now, but you did what you could, but you didn't do as well as you could have in school. Is any of this making sense? I hope this is making sense. I hope this is resonating with you all. No matter where you're, maybe you're in a wheelchair and you've been trying your best to get back mobile. Excuse the noise. You hear a little noise in the background. I am driving. But maybe you're in a wheelchair and you're trying your best to get back mobile, get back to working the way you'd like it to work, or you're not progressing in your health in the way that you would have thought you would have, right? Just know to keep going. Just know that all you really have to do is take baby steps. But I just want to encourage you to have the courage to keep going, because courage, like I said, is what got you here to begin with. I think about different times in my life where I had to chalk up courage, where I had to dive into the unknown, where I had to just be, and just go into the unknown. And it's scary, but we all have to do it. We all have to do it. I remember when I decided to be a flight attendant, I was so scared. I was so scared because it didn't align with my vision of doing acting, being an actor. I tried to convince myself that, well, I'll be able to travel and go to auditions in New York and LA. And I was like, but this is going to take time. Time is valuable. And I'm going to have to go and train for like 3 months, And I was so terrified. I was so terrified to take that leap because I needed to move to another state. I needed to move to Missouri for 3 months. I needed to, and then also it was the fear of, okay, what if I don't pass training and I invested my time here? I was so terrified. And when I tell you those 3 months, it was a hard process, but it took courage to do it, and I did it. I did it. It was scary, but I did it. It takes a lot of courage. What comes to my mind is when I think about like an amusement park, like Six Flags, and I think about those rides like the Giant Drop. I don't know if y'all are familiar with the Giant Drop, but it's the ride where they take you like 50 feet in the air and you have to drop down. And for a second, you think you're going to die. You know what I mean? And so I think about that ride and I think about other rides. Let's just use the Giant Drop, right? For an example. There's plenty of times where life feels like a giant drop. You're getting on this ride called life, right? You don't know where it's going to take you, but you have to have the courage to get on. You have to have the courage to get on. And just like on the Giant Drop, which I am not getting on that. Like I think I've gotten on it at least once. I've gotten on one that was at least 25 feet in the air, though. You have to have the courage to get on, because as terrifying as it is, it's so exhilarating. It's so exhilarating when you finish. You're like, wow, I did that. There's a ride at Six Flags called the Batman ride, and they have like the Superman ride too. Terrifying rides. Whenever it's time to go to amusement parks and get on any of the large rides or the high slides, you know who are like the most courageous people are? Kids. Kids are some of the most courageous people ever. They have more courage than some of us adults. They'll get on rides and slides that are 20 feet in the air, and they'll just do it. I've been at amusement parks with kids, and I've just been like, wow, you're getting on that? Oh, yep, I'm getting on it. I'm getting on it, Mimi. That's a name that a lot of kids in my family call me. I'm getting on it, and I'm like, wow, they have courage. I want to encourage you to stir up the courage of the child in you. May that courage that's deep inside of you be pulled out so that you can get the home of your dreams, that you can restore health into your life, peace into your life, love within your life, balance within your life. I want to encourage you to gain a little bit more courage to keep going. I know that life can be so uncertain, so difficult, so disappointing, just uncertain, disappointing, a roller coaster of emotions. But can I tell you something? You have it within you to live your life to the fullest. I believe that for everyone who is listening under the sound of my voice, you have it within you to excel, to persevere in this thing called life. Just harness that courage, that God-given courage within you, to keep going. You have greatness within you. I love listening to the motivational speaker Les Brown, and I'm name dropping him because, oh my gosh, I discovered him in my 20s. I discovered him and a few other motivational leaders in my 20s, and it was a game changer to my mental health, just programming these people in. And Les Brown kind of feels like, he feels like a stepfather. like a extra, like a bonus dad that I've never like I've actually met him a few times, but he's very motivational. And something he always says is, you have greatness within you. But oftentimes, our greatness is buried by life's disappointments. I want to encourage you to have the courage to keep going. Maybe you're experiencing a loss in a relationship. Maybe you've been divorced, or you're getting divorced, or some loss of a relationship or whatever, and you just feel discouraged. I'm going to encourage you to dig your heels in and just have the courage to keep going. Have the courage to keep going. Maybe you're experiencing just unresolved resentment in life. Maybe you're dealing with something from your childhood, or perhaps you're just not happy and you're trying to figure out why. Feel how you feel and have the courage to keep going. There's this poem I want to share with you all. I love this poem. I found this poem when I was a kid. I think I saw it at a church once. I saw it somewhere. It was framed up, I think, in a church or some building, and it stuck with me. And this is before they had like the camera phones. It stuck with me. So I don't know how I was able to keep track of it. I don't know if I wrote it down or what. But throughout the years, it became a mantra as a child. When I was a younger kid, I used to love writing poetry and reading poetry. And this poem is called Don't Quit. And I don't think I've shared this with you all on this platform before, but the poem's called Don't Quit. And it's a very encouraging poem, and it's different variations. And I want to share this with you all. Are you listening? All right. The poem goes like this. Don't quit. When things go wrong, as they sometimes will, when the road you're trudging seems all uphill, when the funds are low and the debts are high, and you want to smile, but you have to sigh, when care is pressing you down a bit, rest if you must, but don't you quit. Life is queer with its twists and turns, as every one of us sometimes learns. When many a failure turns about, when he may have won had he stuck it out, don't give up, though the pace seems slow. Though the pace seems slow, you may succeed with another blow. Success is failure turned inside out, the silver tints of the clouds of doubt. And you never can tell how close you are. You may be near when it seems so far. So stick with the fight when you are hardest hit. It's when things seem worse that you must not quit. Yes, I love that poem. I needed that as a child, because I mean, no matter what stage you are in life, you could be 5, you could be 10. Well, I ain't gonna say 5. You could be 10, you could be 20, you could be 30, you could be 100. Life is going to test you. Life is uncertain. You put your dreams out on the line. You put your heart out on the line. You put your visions out on the line. You put your hopes, your ambitions out on the line, and life shakes things up like dice. Life shakes things up and throws it at you. You have to play the cards that have been dealt to you. But I want to encourage you to harness courage to keep going. Oh, I love that poem, Don't Quit. Oh my gosh. As a kid, I was just like, oh my gosh. Like, I always get really excited about literature, especially if I feel like something's speaking to me through the pages, like through text, like through like a poem. Oh my gosh, that poem is so profound. You all should go and look that poem up. It's called Don't Quit. It's very encouraging. And I wanted to share this with you all because it helped me. And I know there's people out there who need to hear that message, a message of hope. I want to encourage you to have a little courage. Have a little courage to keep going. Your life can be beautiful. Your life has so much more to offer. Your life can be full of love and joy. It can be full of happiness and peace and ease and balance. It won't be perfect because it hasn't been perfect. But know that you still have great days ahead of you. You have new experiences to explore, and I'm excited for you. I want you to have that courage to keep going because life, and I want you to experience some of that beauty. Well, let me know if this message inspired you. It was on my spirit, and I wanted to share it with you. I wanted to encourage you to have a little courage to keep going. Trust me, you'll thank me later. That is the motivational message of today. I hope it inspired you. I hope it encouraged you. This is fruit. This is fruit from the tree of life. Consume some. Thank you so much for tuning in, you all. It is a joy to light a fire under anyone who needs it. Sometimes our fire gets extinguished. So I want to rekindle it, reignite it. I want to make sure that all of you all know that you are loved, you are valuable, and you matter. Life is a gift to be celebrated. And if you truly believe that the universe is on your side, you'll start to see things working in your favor. Just speak out loud. The universe is on my side. God, the universe is on my side and is taking care of all of my wants and needs. And if you start to say that, you'll start to see your life shift in great ways. Again, you are loved, you are valuable, and you matter. Remember to take care of yourself. And remember, if you can't be happy, if life is knocking you down and you just feel like I can't be happy, start off with being kind. At least be kind to others and most importantly to yourself. Remember.
Hey, family. Life can be hard, but you know what makes it a little bit easier? Having a life coach. Do you need assistance in different areas of your life? Maybe you're trying veganism out for the first time and you would love to have someone coach you through it. Or maybe you've been having some mental breakdowns and you need someone to help encourage you to get back on your feet and rediscover life and its beauties. Maybe you need to have someone in your corner as a motivational life coach. Maybe you're experiencing issues in your relationship, or maybe in your career, maybe at work. Listen, you need to book a session with me. I can be your life coach and assist you in living your best life. So go ahead and book a session. You deserve the life of your dreams, and you can have it. See you soon. Hey, family. Remember to carry around happiness with you. Go to the Happy Life Day merch store and get you some Happy Life Day items. See you soon.